Hello? 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 What the bloody hell am I doing here? Anyway, hey guys, this is a brand new Let's Play from yours truly, Masterath. Anyway, welcome to this. Made by Tecmo. Something new, I guess. Monster Rancher Advance! Yes! Made in 2001 or 2002. They don't actually know. By Tecmo and licensed by Nintendo for the Game Boy Advance. Now, the Monster Rancher series, or the Monster Tamer series, or whatever it's called, depending on wherever you are in the world, the Monster Rancher series is a very fun little series of, basically, you have your own sort of monsters, and you train them up. It's a very fun little... People say it's an RPG game, some say it's a combat sort of game. No, we're not seeing a demo. You saw a slight glimpse of a demo there, just forget it. Forget you saw anything. But yeah, it's sort of like more of like a sort of a possible breeding game and all that stuff. Anyway, you'll find out later. Anyway, that's new game. Current data will be deleted. The current. That's wrong. And this actually has been ripped specifically from Japanese, which is where this game came from. It came from Japan. Anyway, I've already had a save file in there. I did really bloody well. Anyway, welcome to Age Monster Association, the AMA. Please enter your name. Will do. My name is M-A-S-T, not bloody percentage mark, R-A-T-H. There you go, H. Your name is Masterath? Well, no, I just thought I'd say it just to piss you off. Nah, it is. Anyway. Hello, Masterath. I've heard about you from the AGIMA chairman. The chairman will be here shortly. The Agima. Aggie. Please wait here, okay? Thank you for coming, Masterath. I am Marduk, the chairman of Agima. The reason we had you come all this way to Age Island is because we have a special request for you. Your numerous accomplishments and your vast experience as a monster breeder leaves no doubt that you are among the very best. That is why we called you. There is a rundown ranch we want you to help revitalize. I know it's all of a sudden, but will you accept this request? Yeah, sure. Go on. Thank you very much. I guess they've seen, like, my Pokemon history and, like, how well I've done with them. Anyway, you know, Ruby, Green, Gold, you know, that's obvious anyway. The ranch's owners have been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Now then, allow me to show you to the ranch. Okay. That doesn't look that run down. Yes, who is it? Oh, hello, Mr. Marduk. Who's that behind you? Wait. Yeah! What's going on, Aroma? Oh, hello, Mr. Mardos. So, why is Aroma so excited? Zest, it's Masterath! Masterath came to help us! Oh god, fangirls. Jeez. It's like the first game I've ever had one of them. Oh, Masterath, let me introduce you to the owners of this ranch, Aroma and Zest. That is a terrible pun. I've just noticed that now. That is a terrible pun. You should be ashamed of yourself, Tecmo. I mean, the Monster Rancher game that I've got for the PlayStation, which is Monster Rancher 2, has Colt as your assistant. Anyway. Both of you, Masterath has accepted your request. You both are very lucky. Is this true? Thank you very much. Yay, thanks, Masterath. Yeah, thanks. That's no problem. Aroma, have some respect. Please excuse her. She's shameful, but as you can see, this ranch is in ruins and it's in no condition to raise monsters. We can't even feed the monsters adequately. We don't know what to do. Will you still accept our request, even under these conditions? Yeah. Zest, you don't have to explain everything. It's great to have you here, Masterath. Why are we all standing here? Come in. Zest, you too. Hurry up. Gee, we don't even have a final answer yet. Well, I must be going. Masterath, I leave the fate of these two in your hands. Aroma, Zest, do your best. Yes, Mr. Marduk. Thank you for all your help. Let's go to town and gather some things. If I'm honest, that place didn't look that bad. I mean, when I thought it being run down, I thought, you know, like in ruins. It didn't look that bad. It looked like at least the buildings were actually standing on their own weight. However, welcome to town. Now, ranch, that's where we go, that is our ranch. I think this game actually has an autosave function, which is quite good. Anyway, the studio is for when your monsters become like, you know, if you want to either combine a monster, yes, you can combine in this game, it's very good. Or you can freeze them, or if you know a bit more about them. The Agima bit, or the AGIMA, is how you can, if your monster's gotten a bit old, then you can either retire it, or turn it into a coach for one of your other monsters. They'll tell you when your monster's starting to get a bit old and should consider retirement quite well in advance. And the shrine, that's how we're going to get our monsters. Let's go to the shrine. Hello, nice to meet you. I am Bullseye, the supervisor of the Age Shrine. This place is called the Monster Shrine of Age. We have all the equipment necessary to give birth to monsters. First, let me introduce you to the process of regenerating a monster. Tablet regeneration is a method to regenerate a monster from a tablet that is carried by you, the breeder. We have learnt that the words carved in the tablets determine the categorizing of the monster that is regenerated. It is good to try out various kinds of tablets to find a monster that you'd like to regenerate. It is also good to regenerate a monster based on a word you like. Book regeneration is a method to regenerate a monster that you have raised before. First, you should start with tablet regeneration. Okay, so, as you said already, book is basically, we can regenerate a monster we've already regenerated. It'll go into the book, and we can regenerate it again if the first one didn't go quite as well as we wanted it to. But we know it's got some potential. The tablet is basically we put in a random assortment of letters and or numbers to give birth to our monsters. So, let's use the tablet. It's dangerous for beginners to regenerate a monster from the tablet with this many characters. You'll receive permission when you reach the proper breeder rank. You'll be able to regenerate from tablets with 4. Right, so we're only allowed to use 4 characters since we are very, very low ranked. So what we're going to do is, there are going to be some references to my Let's Plays. So first off, the guy from Dragon Warrior, the one and only Masterath. Someone's online on Xbox. Okay, anyway, let's go. I'll now regenerate your monster. This will be our first monster. I'm not getting rid of any monsters here. What's it going to be? It is a Moch Mew. Okay. That is a combination of a Mew and a Mochi. Yeah. What can I say? It's a combination of a Mew and a Mochi. Each one, you got like certain breeds in this game, and they also have sub-breeds depending on what happens. For example, it looks like a Mew, but it's got the same color as a Mochi. So it's sort of that thing, you know, one will change its looks and one will change its color. Similar to Jade Cocoon, if you remember that game me Let's Playing from quite a while ago. The merging is very similar, and you get sub-breeds of monsters and stuff like that. Anyway, so let's give this little guy a name. Moch Mew. Oh god, what am I going to call this big gelatinous heap of blobbiness? Do you know what? I'm sorry, right? It doesn't look like it, but the first thing that I thought of when I saw it was Gizmo. And Gizmo from the Gremlins. I don't know why. I don't think they look that similar, if similar at all, but that's what we're going to go with. Our first is Gizmo. Come on, Gizmo, let's go home. Okay, so we have Gizmo, guys. Right, let's go back to the ranch with Gizmo in hand. Now, before we do anything, I want to check what our monster is into. So, yep, as you can see, it's a combination of a Mew and a Mochi. It's rank number D. We'll get onto that later. No years, no months, so it's just been made. Those are its stats. As you can see, it's got a lot to grow. The highest stat you can get is 999 in each of these stats. They all do different things. Power is your overall attack with physical attacks. Intelligence is your attack with intelligence-based attacks. Accuracy is how often you can hit. Speed, I believe, is how often you can block, you can dodge moves. Defense, the higher that is, the lower damage you'll take, and life, that's your HP. If that goes down to 0, you have been knocked out. What else we've got? We've got a selection of moves here. Headbutt, for example. We've got stab. Those are the only 2 moves we've got at the moment. Now, first off is stagger. Stagger just basically makes them stagger around for a bit. It's a nice little bit of a maneuver. And now, finally, these 4 areas here. They all do different things. You've got, first, the accuracy. That's how often it will hit. The ranks go from E to S. So it'll be E, D, C, B, A, and S. Yes, thank God they put the A in, or it would be E, D, C, B, S. Which is EDC bullshit. Which would never have worked. Anyway, so with B as an accuracy, it's quite good at hitting. Damage is an E, so it's not good at damage. Guts down, an E as well, and critical B. Damage is how much damage you can do. Guts down is the possibility of it lowering your opponent's guts rate, which we'll get onto in a minute. And critical, well, the chance of getting critical hits, so it's not a bad move. Then we've got the generic basic, whoops. We've got another headbutt move, which is the exact same, but it has less guts because it's closer. And yeah, both of these are powers. You've also got other abilities, which are tech, which focus on your intelligence and not your power. Yeah, and then the stab. Stab's just sort of the generic base one. Not really good. Anyway, we've also got our breeder. This is what we're like. We are a rookie. We've raised 1 Mochi at the moment. Out of all those, there are a lot more categories in this than there is in, I think, Monster Rancher 2. I don't know. I've played the Monster Rancher 2 slightly. I've got the game. I normally go for Zooms and Arrowheads. Great combination of monsters. But anyway, so 1 person will get that reference who's watching this, and he will comment and say he gets that reference because I know him damn well he will. Right? But it basically Moch Mew or Gizmo just going Anyway. So, let's... Actually, no. We haven't finished checking out what our monster does. Right. It's got Loud Voice as a trait. Increase the power of Loud Voice moves. We don't have any yet, but we might get some later. And others... Well, it's got its record. It's got its average wins. Amount of money it's got. Its fame, which is how famous it is. And its likes and dislikes. It likes playing. It dislikes nothing. It's good that it dislikes nothing. That's good for it to have. Anyway, the stats are looking quite good for the moment, so... This is training, guys. Basically, you get to train with certain things. The blue arrows going up will increase your ability, while the, as you can see, the red arrows pointing downwards will decrease it. The thick blue arrows will increase it dramatically. You've got your normal training here, and then you got your bigger training here, which increases 2 things but lowers 1. But we're not going to be using them for now. We're going to be using these ones. And for the moment, we're going to be focusing on power. So Armstrong, help us out. And we're going to push a block for training. Come on. Oh, you failed. Yes, I will scold you for failing your first time. Come on, Gizmo. Right, he's looking lively. That's good. Another thing I should mention is when... yeah, as you are doing this, your monster's fatigue will go down. Make sure it doesn't go too down, or it will start to either run away, get injured more often, or even worse, die. Yes, you can. Your Pokemon? No, that's not bleeding Pokemon. Your monster can die in this game. Make sure that doesn't happen, because that's the worst thing that you can do. Most monsters' lifespans depends on what breed of monster they are. I think Mochis are normally strictly average. They're about 4 to 5 years, which is quite good if you look at it. Anyway, let's do that power thing again. Hopefully we can get some get some skill for this. We can get some power for this. Come on. Yes! He did it! Success! And you can see our power went up by 3, so now we have more attack, which is all good. And that is how our stats will improve. Our stats will improve. Nice, Sleepy. Okay. And lastly, one thing I want to show you else is the battles. As you can see, we've got these which are lit up and these which aren't. We can't go for these ones yet. The reason when we can is when these come up, the Agima official tournaments. And if we win these official tournaments, we will go up to the next rank. So if we win the D tournament, we'll go up to the C rank. Win the C to the B, etc. S is not the high. S is the highest rank for the moment, but then you get added into a a different tournament altogether. Win that, and well, you are the champion. So, the first one I'm going to go for is a Spring Cup. So, let's focus on that by getting some more power. You can skip by pressing the A button as well. So, that's another 4 power for Gizmo, which is good. Right, he's looking really worn out and tired, and is stressed. Don't worry, we'll sort that out with a bit of resting. When they rest, they lose a bit of stress, and they regain some fatigue. Or they lose some fatigue as well, which is good. I think it's about time we discuss monster breeding, okay? At the beginning of every month, we have to decide what we want to feed the monster for the month. So basically, yes, we get an idea to, we have to give our monster something to eat every month, at the start of every month. And as you can see, it is here. There are different things. At the moment, we've got nothing. Yeah. If our monster's got no discipline, we can give it nothing for the month. We've also got things like nutrients. Basically, the more nutritious it is, the more healthy it's going to be. But you got to keep the liking meter up as well, because if it doesn't like the food, it won't like you. So as you can see, fish is a very high one. And in fact, I'm considering going for it. Yeah, it's probably the best option for now, is a fish. Eat it! It looks really happy. Gizmo is really lively today, that's good. Battles. We've got one more battle coming up. So we're going to go for an accuracy. Rudger, help us out. What? Yes, that was brilliant there from Gizzy. And an extra 3 accuracy. That's good. Right. Should we do the challenge now? Nah, we'll wait for another episode, I believe. The next episode. But until then, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the introduction video to Masterath Advance. And guys, I hope you stick around, because I will see you for part 2 of Let's Play Masterath Advance. See you then.